This lecture will be short because you are busy in the examinations. We are going to talk about Ascaris lumbricoides, the sixth example of intestinal nematodes. This worm is widespread all over the world, but it is more prevalent in warm countries, especially poor countries in public health areas where food and drink pollution is easily contaminated with the human waste. It is the largest intestinal nematode to infect a human. The human is the essential host, and parasitism site is the small intestine. Morphology. Freshly excreted worm is yellowish pink in color, which gradually changes to white. The worm is sexually dimorphic. Adult male 15 to 30 centimeter in length, 3 to 4 millimeter in diameter. Tail is curved. Adult female 20 to 40 centimeter length, 2 to 6 millimeter diameter. Tail straight. As you see, the worm is very large. Egg. Ascaris egg is round or oval, 40 to 60 micrometer in size, brown shell, and have rough surface. It is the infective form of the parasite. Unfertilized egg, large, more elongated, 38 to 55 by 78 to 105 micrometer. Fertilized egg, ovoid 35 to 50, 50 to 70 micrometer, golden brown color. Life cycle. As you see in the figure, adult worms live in the lumen of a small intestine. A female may produce approximately 200,000 eggs per day, which are passed with feces. Unfertilized eggs may be ingested but are not infective. Fertilized or fertile eggs embryonated and become infected or infective after 18 days to several weeks. This is fertilized egg, and this is unfertilized egg because there is no larval development inside. As you see, the embryonation starts with 2 cells, then later larvae inside egg to be infective stage. Depending on the environment conditions, optimum, moist, warm, shaded soil. After infective eggs are swallowed, the larvae hatch, invade the intestinal mucosa, and are carried via the portal, the systematic circulation to the lungs. The larvae mature further in the lungs, 10 to 14 days, penetrate the alveolar walls, ascend the bronchial tree to the throat, and are swallowed. Upon reaching the small intestine, they develop into adult worms. Between 2 to 3 months are required from ingestion of the infective eggs to oviposition by the adult female. Adult worms can live 1 to 2 years. Damage and symptoms. The infection with Ascaris worms in the human is deprived its food and affect productivity, and damage increases as the number of worms increase in the small intestine, where fed on digested food and cause general weakness, anemia, abdominal pain, accompanied by diarrhea. Sometimes, and the seriousness of these worms in their movement where they migrate from the small intestine duodenal to the bile duct and cause severe pain and also obstruction of the bile duct. and cause jaundice. Or move to the stomach and cause nausea and vomiting. Worms sometimes come out with vomiting through the mouth or nose of the infected person and sometimes block the inner canal of the ear. When they grow in large numbers in the small intestine, they cause intestinal obstructions and requires rapid surgical intervention. During migration of larvae in lung, larvae cause pneumonitis with dyspnea, wheezing, cough, especially if the number of larvae is large. Sometimes the larvae reach the left side of the heart or to any part of the human body, causing inflammation and general symptoms such as fever and pain throughout the body. Prevention any fecal-borne disease requires educated hygienic habits, culture, and effective fecal treatment system. This is particularly important with Ascaris lumbricoides because its eggs are one of the most difficult pathogens to kill. The eggs may get into vegetables when improperly processed. Human feces of infected bees are used as fertilizer for food crops. Diagnosis. Examine the stool to discover the eggs of Ascaris, which are distinguished by thick, mammillated, lumpy outer coat. By taking doses of treatment, by taking doses of albendazole 400 mg or mebendazole 500 mg.